up above. He's coming down. Alright, now I see him. Good morning. Welcome to the Naked Acres. It's a cool Saturday morning. It's my favorite day of the week. We had a lot of rain this week. There's a lot to show you. I'm glad you could be with us this morning. I hope you enjoy the footage we have this morning. We have Carson that's helping this morning. He has the drone, so we're going to get some drone footage. As you can see, we've had a lot of rain and runoff. But anyway, thanks for joining us. Let's get started. Okay, so I haven't showed this much of the property very much. We are down on the floodplain, and our property butts up against a river. And when we get over a certain amount of rain, the river will start jumping the banks. And this area that I'm standing right now, and this pond, if we get over 6 inches of rain in a short period of time, this thing will be completely underwater. So it presents us a little bit of a challenge with livestock, because if this area gets flooded, it'll be a while before it recovers enough that the grass will start growing and we can get the animals down here. So we always have to be prepared for heavy rains. So this pond, a couple of weeks ago really wasn't even that full. But again, once it starts coming down, it doesn't take long for it to fill up. This is the inlet coming in. Look at that beautiful clear water coming down there. I wish we had this kind of water running in year round, but we get dry spells too. I didn't put my muck boots on this morning, so I gotta kind of navigate through these rocks. I'm sure my son won't be happy if I break his GoPro camera here. All right. I don't know if you could see down there, there's a couple Canadian geese down there on our property. There's kind of a hay bale down there. They're crossing the road down there. I saw a wild turkey down here this week too. I've had a previous video where we were doing some cleanup. I was on the Bobcat, and I had the grapple bucket on. But anyway, cleaned this area up. We got some grass coming in. It's kind of frosty this morning, but you can kind of see where we got some grass coming in. There's some white-tailed deer bouncing through the forest over there. And just looking back, the sun's starting to come through the trees. What we did with this lower piece of the property, I would say probably only about a third of the property down here is ready for grazing. We have timeless fence creating a circle down here. We call it the lower circle. We have one high tensile wire all the way around it. It's electrified. Kind of waiting for the grass to come in a little better before we start setting the cows loose. This is poor ground as well, but we did make a significant improvement over 1 year getting the cattle down here. So again, we're hoping for a turnaround this year. Beautiful morning out here. The geese are flying around me. The deer are bouncing through the trees. Look through there, I see a coyote. We got all sorts of wildlife. There he is. Look at that. That's a big coyote. I don't know if you could see it. Actually, I think that, I thought it was a coyote, but I think it's a deer. got some, I don't know what these little birds are right here in the water. They're taking a dip. Mama's got them out here taking their Saturday morning bath, getting them ready for town. Yeah, there's that. It's a deer. You can see the sunlight's on her. She's walking through. She's through those cedar trees right there. Lots of wildlife. The peepers, or the frogs, are starting to go nuts. They have a frog party every spring, and they get so loud it's almost deafening at times. I want to get down here to Spring River and take a look and see how high the river is this morning. I'm sure it was higher yesterday, but it's got to be flowing pretty good. I don't know how many weeks it'll be before we can get the cattle down here. Sooner versus later, kind of our priority right now is the property that's not in the floodplain. And we're trying to let those roots take hold and get some healthy roots in the ground and get some production happening with that. So the sooner we get them off that up there and down here, the better for the property up there. Take a little trip through here, coming up on the river. I bet it's flowing pretty good. Ooh, look at that frosty grass. Well, I bet it's like a popsicle for a cow. I bet they would love to be down here on this. You know, some of this looks like it's... Some of this is 4 to 6 inches tall. I just saw some clover. That is Spring River. She's running pretty good. Definitely not ready to jump the banks, but as long as we don't get any real heavy rain this week, I think we'll be good for a little while. Across the river is just dense forest, as you can see. We get a lot of animals crossing the river here. And of course they do that when the river's not running as high, but sun's coming up. Get some sunshine on us here. My daughter's getting married here on the farm, and that's coming up in less than 2 months. Whew. She's got a big old list of things she wants me to do, and it's springtime. We're trying to get all the animals taken care of, and anyway, no rest for Daddy for a while. Grass is looking pretty good here. We have these piles of wood, and a bulldozer just pushed up a bunch of trees, and there's some dirt in there too. And we thought we were doing something smart when they were doing this. We thought that we were creating a habitat for birds and everything, but I think what we really are doing is just building a big compost pile. And it has broken down a lot, but now it's been it's been over 3 years since they did this, but you can see the trees in the middle of this that are just growing up and through this. So over time. We've talked about trying to burn it or mulch it or whatever, but I think we're stuck. It'd be a nightmare to try to fish this all out now. And I bet there is a habitat in there for some animals. They left a lot of the cedar trees. Again, we had no idea what we were doing. Why did we leave the cedar trees here? I don't know. Just kind of like the looks of them, but now it's not the best thing for our property. And we're going to probably come through and clean out 60% of these trees. We want to leave some for the cattle. They like to get under them and under the branches, and I think it gives them some relief in the summer to get the flies off. It gives them a place to bed down as well. But anyway, it's kind of affecting our grass production at the same time having so many of them. So we're going to come in and get rid of a bunch of them. I'm going to probably mulch several of these trees down. Still a debate with my wife Shelly, but I'm thinking I'm going to rent a shredder mulcher and take several of these trees down and grind them up and save the chips. And I'm going to spread them out in the barn before the wedding, so the barn has a real fresh cedar scent to it. And of course it's going to be an outdoor wedding, outdoor venue, and we'll have the barn available for guests. We're also going to have a big tent available. And anyway, it's coming at the end of the pandemic, and people are so ready to get out and do something, and everyone's coming, it sounds like. So it sounds like it's going to be quite the deal, but no pressure on Dad to get everything done. Okay, well, I just wanted to share this beautiful morning with you folks, and I hope nobody got flooded out this last week. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to try to do a video like this every Saturday morning, and I'm going to try to continue doing project videos as well. We have a lot of projects coming up to film. Another exciting thing, and we haven't talked about a lot, but our British white cattle, we are really looking forward to when we start having the babies being born, and that should start in June. And then in the fall, the most of them will come along, but I think that'll be a lot of fun when we start getting some footage of the cattle out here too. Right now, just kind of inundated with all the projects. But anyway, thanks again for joining us, and I hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll catch you next Saturday. Bye. That was actually perfect. I was doing my outro, and I'd turn around and Carson's hovering right there, so I waved at the camera and said bye. That was actually perfect. All right, signing off.
That actually kind of was perfect. Hi everyone, I'm Tanner. I'm the technology behind the Naked Acres and the editor. And I just finished up this video, and I wanted to thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. We're going to be moving forward with this and hopefully putting out some more content for you guys very soon. And I hope to get the whole family in on this, and hopefully someday you can meet everyone. But for now, I wanted to thank you for watching the video and let you know that there's more coming. We're playing with all kinds of stuff, so I hope you'll find some videos on the channel you may like. We're playing with 360 cameras and drones and cows and the farm and all kinds of stuff. So we got so many projects coming up, I can't even get into all of them. Right now we're sitting at a firm 21 subscribers, and we're thankful for each and every single one of you. Just wanted to thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe for more. If you have any questions or comments, I'll be the one fielding comments and stuff like that. We hope that you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions for us or anything you'd like to see more of, we'd love to hear about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to leave you here with some drone shots and let you guys see a little bit more of the property. I just love those drone shots. They feel like they add so much, and it's really cool to see the property from that angle. Usually we just see it from the ground, so I'm still kind of giddy from editing this video and seeing what the drone footage looks like. I'm just kind of geeking out a little bit, but thank you guys again for watching, and here's some of that drone footage. Wait. Yeah, it's over there. Yeah, we'll get you into there.
That was friggin' perfect, Carson. I was doing my outro, and I turned around and the camera's right there, and I was like, thanks for joining me. See you next time. There's a bunch of wildlife down there this morning. Yeah. Good footage.
Yeah. It got cold up there, I think.
Oh,
It started
fogging up.
well, it doesn't send a very good signal. So like I can't see where it's at very well because it's like sending a pretty crappy signal. That worked out pretty good on time too because we were out of batteries now.